Alright, so I got the Incarnon Lex all maxed out in crap, and I will go over the perks. As per usual, I'll just show you all the perks, what the Incarnon does, and then that's all you want to see, that's it. And then after that, I'll just go in depth on why I chose what I chose, and just other thoughts and crap like that. Um, Now, you're going to notice a theme. I don't know if you've noticed a theme with these Incarnon weapons. A little preview for the Lex again. You take a single target weapon and then you make it a multi-target weapon, and then you also give it some juiced out fucking stats, and suddenly it's pretty good. Uh, I think I already know what I'm gonna title this video. But yeah, I don't think this is a surprise to anyone that the Incarnon Lex is very good. I'm assuming every Incarnon weapon is very good at this point. Um, Now, is it like a Latron? Like, because the Latron was like a complete surprise in terms of how strong it became. I'd say yeah, this is pretty strong. If you ever used an Arcoplasma or a Catch Moon, this Incarnon form seemed very familiar. Uh, Again, sometimes I'm just bewildered. Anyways, I'll show this off. Oh, the build I'm using, right. Not using Panzer. There's nothing in my old run that's buffing my damage. No Aura mod here. I think I might have Roar on here or something, but I'm not using it. Okay, no, there's nothing on here. Lex, don't even have an Arcane slot. No Galvanized mods. This is Corrosive too, not even Viral Heat. So yeah, and I'm using Prime Quick Draw, so I could put even another damage mod on here. So let's see what we can do with this, right? How much damage can this thing do? Just trying to get Incarnon built up. You don't actually have to max with the meter to build it up, but yeah, you see how I'm hitting oranges? Yep. It's it is literally just an Arcoplasmor as a secondary. I know people saying like Catch Moon, but the way this thing's shaped is way closer to an Arcoplasmor than a Catch Moon. But I guess a Catch Moon is an Arcoplasmor. I don't know. The point is, it's pretty good. It even does radiation damage, innate radiation damage. It has force impact proc, so if you're thinking what I'm thinking, yes, you can do a certain thing with a certain mod. But I'll get into that later because I actually don't have the mod, which kind of sucks. But anyways, that's it. That's all you want to see. Now I'm gonna go over what I chose. For the first one, I chose the ammo efficiency while channeled because the other one gives you more damage on your shield breaks, and that's not the worst thing, especially if you're using like Valkyrie, like someone with a low shield capacity or just a health tank frame. But I just chose channeled ability ammo efficiency because it's just nice not having to like shoot as much. That's on Oberon right now. You can tell it's pretty good. Now, obviously, if you're using Arcane Pistolier or Energized Munitions, that wouldn't matter as much. But unfortunately, this ammo efficiency does not work in the Incarnon mode unless I missed something. Unless I was super unlucky, it does not work in Incarnon mode. Um, for this one, you had a choice between, I believe, like reload speed on empty, magazine size, and then I believe recoil reduction when you get a headshot. I just want the extra magazine capacity because 10 more shots. This thing has a magazine of 8, so literally over doubling your magazines, pretty good. I don't. This isn't affecting Carnon form. And again, if you're worried about recoil, you can just put on Deadhead or Stabilizer and the Exilus mod and have that recoil reduction from Deadhead or from Stabilizer. Um, for the last one, you had headshot, 100% headshot multiplier, status chance increase, and then the critical chance critical damage multiplier. I believe it puts it up to base 54% crit chance. Actually, we can go look at that right now. Let's see, take off bullseye. Yeah, look at the base stats. The crit multiplier is 6 point. Oh, actually no, sorry. The base multiplier is 2.4, and then you have a 44% crit chance. I'm sorry, no, sorry, 54% crit chance, 3x over 3x multiplier. So yeah, that's pretty good on its own. Um, that's why I chose that one. Cause if this thing has the same properties as the Arcoplasmor, I can't really. I'm not sure if I tested it properly, but like the Arcoplasmor and the Catch Moon, it doesn't benefit from headshot multipliers. But that doesn't mean you can't use headshot things on it. Like for instance, if you use Deadhead, like I use Deadhead on my Arcoplasmor, the Arcoplasmor doesn't get the Deadhead like headshot bonus, but it can get a headshot kill, so it can proc Deadhead. Same thing with this, where I'm assuming the same thing. Where even though I'm looking for quick draw, I don't know why I keep searching for it. Oh, I already have it on there. I'm fucking stupid. But even though, you know, it doesn't benefit from the headshot multiplier, anything that needs a headshot to activate, this can still activate it, like the Arcoplasmor. I'm assuming that. Again, we can go test it when I go get an Arcane adapter for this thing. But, yeah. So I chose the critical chance. Now, the status chance one's pretty interesting, too. Because if you can basically make a higher viral hemorrhage build, then yeah, maybe the extra status chance is nice. So the mod I'm talking about, when I was talking about the force impact procs, it's called hemorrhage. It's the secondary version of internal bleeding, where if you're under a certain fire rate, which I believe it's 2.5, and this thing's obviously under 2.5 fire rate, you get a 70% chance to force proc bleed on an impact proc. And seeing how this thing always forces impact procs, you basically have a 70% chance to have a slash proc happen. And if you mod on viral on this thing, or if you have a panzer, you can already see how stupid this can get. Now, unfortunately, I don't have hemorrhage, so I can't really show you what that's like. Well, technically, I can just, I'll grab Garuda here, I guess, and show what a force bleed would look like, I guess. Where the hell is Garuda? Just type in. Yeah. What am I using here? Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. And Blooding Talons might be fucked up. But the point is, you can make this thing, again, way stronger. The reason why I purposely show not using pans and all this other crap is to show that, hey, base weapon on, like, how strong the base weapon on its own. Because, again, you could just, you know, use Harrow and, Subsume Pillage and AoE Armor Strip and get this thing 300% crit chance. And, like, yeah, any weapon at that point is going to be really good. But, yeah, that's what happens if you can basically... This is kind of like a simulation for hemorrhage. Now, hemorrhage doesn't guarantee a slash proc, and Garuda does. So that's why it's a little bit stronger. But as you can see, if you can get hemorrhage on, if you do have hemorrhage, I highly recommend using it because, as you can tell, the slash procs from this thing would be really fucking good. So that's pretty much the Incarnon Lex. As per usual, I will do like a Void Cascade or something. I'll do some shit. This time I'll bring like a Naro so I just don't die. And I'll switch over to an Nairo. Actually, no, I'll just keep on a Naro so I don't have to switch over to an Nairo. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really much to say about the Lex Prime Incarnon. It's just really good. It's literally just an Incarnon. The Incarnon form is just an Arcoplasmor. It's just an Arcoplasmor or a Catchman with better stats, like better crit stats. Like I just like even the status chance. Like what's the status chance on this thing? 98%. Let me compare this to like my Catch Moon and my what do you call it? My Arcoplasmor. Like yeah, okay. This has a 20% status chance, and yeah, the crit chance is 105, so that's like better, I guess. But let me look at the fucking status chance for this. Or sorry, the crit stats. Yeah, it's 162. So it's like that's just better than my Catch Moon right there. And then if we look at the Arcoplasmor, I have a Tenant one somewhere. Here we go. Again, I'm critical deceleration, 66, 3 points. Obviously the base damage on the Arcoplasmor is gonna be a lot higher. But still, like it has high crits, high status chance, and it can force proc impact. So yeah, you can do some stupid shit with it. Now I'm gonna double check to see the base damage on the because that was like 180. Let me check the Incarnon to make sure it's like the same. This shows the Incarnon. Oh wow. Oh that total damage 24,000. What was it on the Arcoplasmor? 7,000. Let me switch over to like a build that has just damage here. Let's yeah. I don't, even if I remove tactical pump and put something on like Blaze. Where's Blaze? Even if I were to do something like this, right? Make that Blaze. Okay, 13,000. Okay, we're getting close. We're like, we're over halfway there. And then I throw on just like any dual stat mod, like Shell Shock or something. Who cares? Yeah, I take that back. This is just a better Arcoplasmor. This is a better Archiplasmor. That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, now granted, my Tenant Archiplasmor is not like a max. I can't even tell what was the. Yeah, it's a 32% toxin weight, so it's not the max. But the fact that again, this incarnon thing, once you get, you just slap it on any Lex. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like for this, you have to farm in specific enemies. Just once you get the incarnon adapter, you're just good for any Lex. Yeah, this thing's just a better Archiplasmor, and I mean that's all you need to know. It's a better I can't. This thing does more damage than the Archiplasmor. That's crazy. Uh, yeah. The other incarnon I chose was the Bronco. I just chose it because I happen to have a Bronco Prime just sitting in my foundry for like years that I never really had a reason to fully built. So we'll see what that does at some point. I don't have a. I haven't made it to like rank 10 on the circuit. But I chose the Incarnon Lex first because the Lex is one of my favorite guns. It's one of the oldest guns I own, and it's one of my most used guns. Like my second most used pistol. So yeah. We will see. Like I'm still trying to comprehend how the fuck that thing does more damage than my Archiplasma. I must be like not even. I must be missing something. That's crazy. Oh man. Well, yeah, we'll do a Void Cascade, right? That's and it's gonna screw near too. But yeah, I strongly suggest if you want a legit full-on build, you don't necessarily have to have viral on it because if you're having a Panzer, you could do that. But like maybe a generic viral heat hemorrhage build or just hemorrhage plus heat. Again, I'm going back into Railjack so I can get the that hemorrhage mod because I do like playing Garuda, but just having that. God, that is. I'm sorry. I'm just stunned by how strong this thing is. Yeah, this isn't as impressive, but we don't have any galvanized mods. Okay, so and we're using a prime quick draw. I just realized I never even put on what you call it, a proper mod. I could use like some like galvanized scope and then like just the other galvanized mods. I mean, it's not killing the Thrax instantly, but it's killing everything else pretty quickly. Yeah, like that doesn't look as impressive, honestly, but it's killing everything else quite quickly. Here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I got more bigger neat. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like a air quotes proper build on this thing. And I'm gonna try to go at least until I find an Acolyte. And by proper build, I'm just gonna take off Prime Quick Draw, maybe put on like Galvanized Diffusion. I'm not gonna put on Viral, because I know Viral was like better, but again, I just want to show like what a. I just try to be somewhat fair with this, but I will definitely put on Galvanized Diffusion, and then I guess Galvanized Crosshairs can go in for headshots. Never mind. Hold on. This is why we have multiple mods here. So this is a little bit weaker. But just 20,000 damage. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Again, no Arcane Adapter either. Yeah, I'm going to try this against some Acolytes. Or an Acolyte. And we will see. That is not the right one. It's right. Do you remember the Actually, you know what? To make it more interesting, I'm going to throw together a build on my Archiplasmor. And we're going to compare. Again, if you're wondering why I have Deadhead on here, is that even though Archiplasmor can benefit from headshot multipliers, it can proc headshot based like arcanes and stuff like so I will get so all I need to do is get 3 headshot kills and I'll have max stacks, and the deadhead stacks last longer than Merciless, so it's more of a comfort pick. Obviously, I know Merciless has a reload speed, but that's fine. Yeah, we'll go with pure corrosive here. I still can't get it. I'm still trying to comprehend what the fuck. What the fuck? DE, Jesus. I'm sure ribbon dispositions and all that crap. The nerfs will come for sure once we get through the full 6-week rotation. I'm guarantee like that hammer's coming down because there's no way in hell that some of these incarnon modes are staying or incarnon weapons are staying as strong as they are. Here, we'll put on hunter munitions, right? Yeah, imagine if you could put hemorrhage on Arcoplasmor, because hunter munitions is less than half of the chance that hemorrhage is, or sorry, internal bleeding would be. Because I believe the Arcoplasmor also force procs impact. I believe I had galvanized acceleration. I don't remember what the fuck I had on this thing. I'll be honest. I do need to put them on my elementals here, so we'll do. Where the hell is the toxic barrage? There we go. Guess galvanized savvy, and then I guess I'd put on scattering inferno, but I would have to move that around because it gets me radiation. So. Wait, no, I'm dumb. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going for corrosive view. I don't know why I moved the That's dumb. As you can tell, I am very smart. Yeah, so corrosive, that's heat, and then I'll put on. Shit, now I forgot what I removed. Toxic rock for now. Salvinize. So I have that. Was I going for blaze? I know it literally was 2 seconds ago, and I just completely forgot. Oh, 100 munitions. There we go. Although if we're doing 100 munitions, then I already know what comments coming. Oh, you're using 100 munitions but no viral. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. 100 munitions with no viral, just to compare, right? Because this one, the other one's also using corrosive, but that doesn't even have bleeds built in. So yeah, we'll do it like that. That's fine. Took a lot longer than I was expecting, but again, my Naros has like no damage buffs on it. I have Firewalker as a subsume, and I'm using Arcane Guardian, Arcane Grace, so I am pulling a
Each enemy is more powerful than
anything too crazy out here.
only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal.
Show off the Lex first, and then we'll switch over to the
They have just shut down all systems.
Arcoplasmor.
I'm sending life support capsules your way.
I am detecting a synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner.
Yeah, that's kind of. As you can tell, I'm actually this thing does seem to. Yeah, it is increasing my stacks of galvanized scope. Interesting. This is okay, now we get to try the Arcoplasmor. Already you can tell that now granted, I did not mod my Arcoplasmor in the best way and clearly needs some stacks built up. But you can see I built up Deadhead too. And it does have the ricochet. But I'm just saying, honestly, like going from this to like I gotta give it to the Lex. I think it's just better. Again, you can say my build's shit, and that's fine, but I kind of kept the build somewhat similar between the two. Somewhat. I can't look at this shit. Jesus Christ. Wow, I am. Does this even need any commentary? Like, just look at this. I am using galvanized scope. That's why you're seeing the pretty red crits. But even without galvanized, actually no, galvanized scope is helping quite a bit. But God. But then imagine if you had internal bleeding with this. You had some panzer action going on, so now you're getting viral procs and everything, and then if you have internal bleeding of a 70% chance to just get a huge ass slash proc. Yeah, honestly, for my final build, I'm gonna definitely once I get hemorrhage, if I ever get it, you know how RNG is, but if I ever do get hemorrhage, I would definitely fit it on here somewhere, and I'd probably keep on galvanized scope because just seeing the reds is pretty funny. But then I'd probably have to give up like on an elemental or something, or couldn't mod for corrosive or something. I'll figure it out. I mean, technically, I wouldn't need. I could give up on lethal torrent, maybe. Don't know yet. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. I can just give up on Horn Strike. I'll just have on primary Deadhead. Yeah, I'll have on sorry, secondary Deadhead, and then I'll just swap out Horn Strike for what you call it, for hemorrhage. Yeah, but that's it. That's literally the build. Yeah, I'll just switch. I'd keep it on corrosive because again, my parents would be giving me viral anyways. But I mean, I could put on viral. And we'll switch over to the Arcoplasma. We're just waiting around until the Acolyte shows up.
Another life support capsule is
Yeah, this would
available.
probably be better if I modded viral, I'm gonna be honest, but still. I try to, again, this has corrosive, this has impact procs, this has. Just looking at the stats of the Lex Incarnon, it's just a better Arca. Let's look at this. It's just better. It's just better. Oh man, DE. Ever since Rebecca took over, goddamn. I think they finally embraced that their game's a horde shooter. Maybe a lot of single target weapons should start being. God, I mean, I know it's not as interesting, I guess, when you just. Because I'm assuming every other Incarnon now is just going to, like, the burst on Incarnon is going to make this thing like an AoE monster. I'm assuming that from now on, like, that's the pattern here. But, I don't know. It's still kind of fun. I will say, though, the reason why I haven't been picking the melee Incarnons is not because I think they're bad. It's just, melee is kind of just boring to me in general, like, in this game. All the melees kind of feel the same. Like, I know there's different stances and stuff, but you kind of, like, mod them the same, and I know but the guns you mod the same. Like, yeah, but like, there's a difference between shooting a shotgun versus a sniper, or like an assault rifle, or like a beam weapon compared to like a polearm versus a greatsword. Like, yeah, like there's a visual difference, but I don't know. It feels like you're doing the same thing, right? That's why I never really like. I do have melee weapons, obviously, but in terms of like using melee, I really don't. Like again, this Fragor Prime, it's just the heavy attack build where it just, you know. It's not even working right now, but that's the point. Is I will eventually get to the melee Incarnon. I was going to choose a ceramic dagger actually because I wasn't sure if I had a Bronco built for the Incarnon of that, but I remember I had Bronco Prime just sitting in my inventory. Oh shit, it's Malice. This is bad. He might actually just kill me because oh, he magnetized me. I can't shoot at him. Shame. But that was 3 shots right there. 3 shots and I almost killed him. Or was it? I think it was. Yeah, 3 shots. I almost killed him. Just switch over to this. Yeah, that takes a little bit. But if we go. Oh, he already died. But as you can tell, yeah, Incarnon Lex, definitely good. I usually don't like to hype things up or whatever, and I'm not gonna put it in my title. But this thing is just a better Plasmor. I genuinely believe, based off of just the numbers, and comparing it to my Plasmor, this thing is just a Arcoplasmor on steroids. Like how the Latron is like a Trumna on steroids. This is just this is stupid. Damn, all I know is when I'm doing circuit runs, I'm gonna be happy to see this. Yep. But that's pretty much the end of the video. Again, thanks for watching. I'm probably gonna go work on the Bronco. Hopefully the resources isn't the blue, whatever shrub thing that takes 70. because farming that's kind of annoying. But yeah, I'd say this is the Lex Incarnon's pretty good.
You are a blade. You exist to strike. You strike to win.
Actually, before I sign off completely, I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about for my final build in terms of what I'm thinking. Obviously, I need to get the hemorrhage, and I actually might make a follow-up when I do get hemorrhage, or if I ever do get hemorrhage. But I think the Garuda thing was a good enough example, because, yeah, you saw what happened. Anyways, so yeah. So on my mind, over here, what I could do is put on Deadhead here, or just any, you know, arcane that gives me base damage, like Merciless. I prefer Deadhead in general. Take out Horn and Strike, put in Hemorrhage, and then maybe swap this to Viral. But honestly, if I'm using a Panzer, I'll probably just have Viral on everyone anyway, so I'll just might just keep this Corrosive. But the point is, Hemorrhage, Viral, or Corrosive, Deadhead, and then everything else stays the same. I don't think I'll change anything else here. I mean, you could argue for Galvanized Shot, maybe, but it's a single shot weapon. And I mean, I don't know, I was using it on my Plasmor, but in this case, I just, again, this thing does 20,000 damage, and it did 24,000 when I had it's just, I cannot stress how stupid this gun is. It's just so strong. Again, you might even want to go for the, instead of the extra crit chance and crit damage, you might want to go for the extra stats, just push it over like 100%, so you're, you know what I mean? So you might guarantee, I don't know. The point is, get the Lux Incarnon. It's good. It's good. Thanks for watching.